Does your child have really bad nightmares or night terrors? You know that I'm starting to talk more about childhood and spiritual child raising, whatever you want to call it. So we all know that there's like this whole psychological explanation for nightmares and all that stuff, but it's not that simple. Everything is always energetic. It is mental and physical. So my daughter, who is a very open book, was a very open book energetically. Young children are often very powerful lights that are very open. So a lot of parents don't realize anymore in our modern day society that it's up to us to create a protective shield around our children, in the same way that you would do this for yourself if you are spiritually aware, you have your own energetic hygiene practices. We need to be applying the same things to our young children. So I'll give you an example. What basically happened with my daughter is she would have really bad nightmares, but sometimes she would sit up in the bed. She would just sit up with her eyes open and she would start just crying and crying, and it seemed like she was awake, but she was asleep. And this happens to a lot of children, and you'll see videos on TikTok and Instagram reels with kids or young children just kind of standing up in their crib, like screaming, yelling, and they are basically kind of sleepwalking or having terrible nightmares. And I immediately recognized, okay, this is an energetic thing. It is a purely energetic thing. Also, at the time, I was not in a healthy relationship. It was a very toxic environment with a lot of energies that were trying to hook onto myself and onto her. So what I started doing is I started doing little prayers with her. And you can easily do this with children as young as 18 months old. You can start to include them in these practices. You can start to make them an active participant in the prayer ritual in the evening, which you can view as a sort of energetic reset or energetic shield before going to sleep. And after a while, they will automatically just start to do this on their own the older they get. For babies, of course, this is something that you do for them. And the thing is, I just gave it a try because I was out of options. I said I have to do something because this is no longer good. It is happening every night. And we started working with Archangel Michael. And we made it very simple. We just put a blue bubble of light around her each time she went to bed, and she started then doing this on her own. And it doesn't have to be this. You can do other things. It doesn't have to look like what it looked like with my daughter. You can pray to Jesus. You can work with Archangel Michael. You can work with the dragons, which I later also started introducing her to. And the point is, it needs to be simple. Don't overcomplicate it. It needs to be fun for them. So for those who are wondering why I'm now talking about the children, I have a degree in early childhood education. I never really did anything with it apart from a year or two of teaching and then quitting. And now I'm starting to integrate this in my teachings and my experience with my own daughter. So if you want to learn more, then check the description for how we may be able to work together if your child is going through some stuff. So I'll be back with more. And if you have any questions, any comments, leave them below.